A billion-dollar coastal defense project is reshaping Montego Bay, but what's really at stake might surprise you. In this video, we're going to look at the Montego Bay Waterfront Protection Project and why it's a game changer for Jamaica. We'll dive into how this $816 million initiative is protecting vital tourist beaches, supporting local businesses, and strengthening the island's climate resilience. Whether you care about the environment, economy, or community, this story shows how smart infrastructure can transform a region facing serious coastal threats. Picture this. Montego Bay's golden sands, once snapshot-ready and almost cinematographic in their beauty, are retreating. Slow, steady waves relentlessly swallow the beach, meter by meter, year by year. Now imagine hotels lining the famous hip strip, some balconies teetering closer to collapsing cliffs. Local vendors once set up their stalls on soft beaches that are now disappearing, and families worry their favorite spots will vanish entirely. This isn't just erosion, it's an existential threat to Jamaica's tourism-driven economy and the everyday livelihoods built around it. Getting here wasn't inevitable. By 2019, scientists and locals had begun sounding alarms. Erosion rates on Montego Bay were not just visible, they were dramatic. Sand was disappearing faster than nature could replenish it. The scene shifted from gentle worry to clear urgency, pushing the Urban Development Corporation, the UDC, which oversees Jamaica's waterfront development, to step in with a structural, long-term solution. It wouldn't be pretty, but it would be necessary. Let me ask this. What happens when beaches vanish? Hotels lose guests. Tourists lose experiences. The economy bleeds. So the government's answer came in the form of concrete barriers, rocky structures, and engineered coastal defense. Next, we're going to rewind to see how this bold vision first took shape. Where did this project originate from? See, back in 2019, the Montego Bay Waterfront Protection Project was officially born, run by the UDC. This wasn't a small patchwork effort. This was an audacious plan targeting both the north and south stretches of Montego Bay, areas packed with economic potential and environmental significance. It wasn't just investing in sand, it was investing in jobs, properties, and long-term stability. The budget? A staggering JMD 816 million, roughly USD 6 million at the time, was drawn directly from national funds. Let that sink in. This wasn't a minor coastal facelift. It was a structural, strategic initiative backed by the government's full financial commitment. No half measures, no pilot programs, full speed ahead.
The scale is essential. We're talking about stretching protective infrastructure across Harmony Beach Park, the beloved one-man/gunpoint beaches, hotel fronts, public spaces, and even residential zones. Imagine lining the shore with groins, those rock or concrete ribs jutting into the sea, and pairing them with sloped revetment walls hugging the coastline. This is coastal engineering at scale, safeguarding not just the sand, but the value behind it. Tourism, real estate, cultural identity. In short, this was Jamaica saying, "We are building resilience." Let's look at what has been achieved so far by December 2024. The northern sector of Jamaica's Montego Bay Waterfront Protection Project achieved a major milestone: the full rehabilitation of its groins. The outdated, damaged structures were replaced with stronger, better-placed alternatives that immediately began showing results: more sand retained and less coastal erosion. Residents and visitors alike are already noticing the improvement in shoreline stability. Progress on the southern stretch of the project has also been steady. Though only 29% complete by late 2024, that figure reflects significant advancement in coastal engineering terms. These new southern groins are designed to extend the defense system, ensuring beach preservation even during heavy storms, an essential benefit for the tourism-driven area. Early 2025 saw the launch of the North Gully Revetment Project, involving a sloped wall engineered to absorb wave energy and reduce erosion. Simultaneously, emergency repairs were made to Punta Gorda's revetments following storm damage in February 2024. This real-time response illustrates a proactive, dual-pronged strategy, building long-term defenses
while swiftly addressing unexpected threats. The project follows a clear, transparent timeline, aiming for completion in March 2026. It's a two-phase plan, from planning and initial build 2019, 2024 to final touches and resilience testing 2024-2026. This is more than just concrete, it's climate defense in action.
Why does this project matter anyway?
This project goes far beyond maintaining beautiful beaches. It's about protecting Jamaica's economy, environment, and coastal communities. Tourism protection. Montego Bay is a major economic powerhouse. With tourism contributing over 30% of Jamaica's GDP in 2023, beach erosion is a serious threat. No beaches mean no tourists, fewer hotel bookings, shuttered restaurants, and lost jobs. By reinforcing the coastline, Jamaica is securing billions in revenue and thousands of livelihoods. Storm surge buffering. Groins act as coastal shields. They disrupt incoming waves, reducing their force and helping prevent flooding in vulnerable areas. During storms, they're the first line of defense against the sea. Environmental defense. Healthy beaches support coral reefs by reducing harmful sediment flow. When the sandy buffer disappears, marine biodiversity declines. These coastal protections are critical for preserving reef ecosystems, economic continuity. Every meter of saved beachfront sustains resorts, boosts property values, and protects tourism income. This is more than engineering, it's about economic survival. Let's look at the engineering aspect of this project. Complex technology doesn't have to be mysterious. Let's explore the smart coastal design now reshaping Montego Bay. At the heart of the project are groins, large T-shaped barriers made of reinforced concrete and rock that extend from the shore. Their job is to interrupt longshore currents and trap sand, preventing it from drifting away. These newer, stronger groins are strategically placed to keep the sand in place and preserve the shoreline. Meanwhile, revetments, sloped stone or concrete walls, have been installed in areas like North Gully. They absorb wave energy, preventing it from eroding dunes or damaging nearby hotels and infrastructure. After the powerful February 2024 storms, engineers acted quickly, reinforcing damaged sections, especially in Punta Gorda, and improving designs to better withstand future events. The true strength of Montego Bay's approach lies in its integrated coastal defense system. Rather than isolated fixes, groins, revetments, and sand traps work together as a unified, adaptive, and resilient shoreline protection strategy. Who are the people behind this project? Behind every great infrastructure project lies a story of collaboration, and Montego Bay's coastal defense is no exception. This is more than concrete and rocks, it's about people, partnerships, and shared responsibility. The Jamaican government made clear its commitment with a dedicated budget. For the 2025-26 fiscal year alone, JMD $350 million was earmarked just to complete the remaining work on the project. This level of funding reflects political will and a clear recognition that coastal defense is a top priority. It's not a side project, it's a core part of Jamaica's national development agenda. But money alone doesn't build beaches. Local communities have been deeply involved every step of the way. Laborers from Montego Bay and nearby areas have taken active roles, from physically placing rocks for groins to monitoring environmental impact. The work has provided jobs, yes, but also a chance for residents to become custodians of their shoreline. Community engagement hasn't been an afterthought either. Regular town hall meetings and workshops have created a forum for residents to voice concerns, share ideas, and understand the technical challenges. This two-way dialogue builds trust, ensures transparency, and helps avoid potential conflicts. Government agencies aren't working in isolation. The UDC leads the charge, but it's supported by critical partners such as the Jamaica Social Investment Fund, JSIF, which focuses on community development, and the National Environment and Planning Agency, NEPA, which safeguards ecological standards.